Howdy, folks. It's Howie here. Howie the cat that reads to you. There's a little nod to Scully there. We're going to take a look at the little golden book, Walt Disney's Little Man of Disneyland. Heard this is quite cute on Best Life and Beyond, so let's take a peek. Mickey looking at a leprechaun. There's our ooh, look, little guy there. Patrick Begorra woke up one bright morning feeling very fine. He fixed himself a bit of breakfast and set out for his morning stroll. There we go. You can see a little more of the Donald and whatnot. When he came to the doorway of his snug, small house, at the roots of an old orange tree, Patrick stretched his arms and swelled his chest for a breath of fresh morning air. Then he lit his pipe. You can see Goofy's head, even though it looks cut off. Nope, it's not. It's up in the tree. He's tall. But the pipe almost fell out of his mouth, and his arms froze straight out in the air. So shocked was he at the sight he saw. There were people in his orange grove, big people, striding around as if they owned the place. Little Patrick Begorra was not the last of the little people left in all of the movie land for nothing. He had courage, did Patrick Begorra. So he stepped right up to those big people to find out what this was all about. At first, they wouldn't even look at him, but Patrick took care of that. He stamped down hard, right on the foot of one. Right on their foot. Oh, angry little leprechaun there. I know a little angry little leprechaun on YouTube. I've seen a lot. Ow! Cried Donald Duck. I've been stung. Must be bees around here. I can't do it, Donald Duck. He looked down then. What's this? He cried. Who in the world are you? Who are you yourself? It's the proper question, said Patrick Begorra. Right back. This is my home, after all. It has been these many years. And what, may I ask, are you doing here? Acting as if you owned the place? Without so much as a by your leave from Patrick Begorra, which is me? Oh, are we? Cried Donald Duck. Oh, God, that's more Goofy than Donald. Anyways, don't you go to the movies? Don't you watch TV? Don't you read books or newspapers? Don't you know Goofy and Pluto? Don't you know Donald Duck? No, sighed Patrick, and he blew a smoke ring right in Donald's face. Right in his face. Smoke ring. My name is Mickey Mouse, sir. Oh, God, I do a terrible Mickey, said one of the other big people, stopping down to hold out his hand. So this is your home, Mr. Begorra? That it is, said Patrick Begorra. And I'd like a little peace and quiet. I'll thank you all to leave at once. Well, said Mickey. Well, I have to put the exposition in there. I'm afraid we can't do that, you see. We're going to start building here soon. We're going to move all these old trees. Moving these trees, start building here. Wait, move these trees? I'm all messed up on these. That's right. Patrick Begorra, jumping up and down in a purple rage. Oh, no, you don't. Not while I'm around. And what can you do to stop this, little fellow? God, McDonald is horrible. With a little chuckle, leaning on his shovel in a cocky way. I'll show you, said Patrick with a snap of his fingers, and down in a heap went Donald Duck, for his shovel had splintered just like that. What happened? Cried Donald, picking himself up. Let that be a lesson to you, said Patrick Begorra. Oh, don't mind him, said Goofy. Let's start digging up these trays. My Goofy's passable. And what had you planned to build here? Some sort of school, perhaps? Asked Patrick. No, a wonderful place called Disneyland, said Mickey, with all sorts of marvelous things for fun. A rocket ship to the moon, for one, and a wonderful Wild West stagecoach ride, and a magic pirate ship that can really fly, and a trip to the mine of the Seven Dwarfs. Oh, my Mickey is so bad. Rocket ship? Flying pirate ship? You must be out of your head, my boy, said Patrick. Begorra, there's no such things. Come and see. We'll show you the plans. They're back at the studio, said Mickey Mouse. Before he knew what he was about, Patrick Begorra found himself walking along with Mickey and the rest. But he stopped short when they opened the door into a strange-looking bubble of glass. Oh, no, you don't, he cried in alarm. I'll not go in there. What is it, anyway? It's a helicopter, a kind of airplane. Come along for the ride, said Mickey. When he saw the rest of them piling in, Patrick Begorra went too. Soon, with a whir and a rush of blades, up went the helicopter, straight up into the air, and the ground dropped away below. As the helicopter's flying into wherever it's going. My, but you should have heard Patrick yell then. He had never dreamed of such a thing, but soon he was so busy watching the sights as he flew over oil wells and city streets and towering brown hills that he had no time to be scared. And then they swooped into the studio, and soon Patrick found himself deep in Disneyland plans, the likes of which he had never seen. There were rows of pretty little shops, winding rivers, an overhead rail train, so many wonderful things to see that Patrick's head was spinning. And this is what you're planning to do? To build when you root up my orange trees? He asked. Yeah, said Mickey. That's our plan. Then go ahead, lads, if you can, said Patrick Begorra. This place is yours. There's just one thing I ask. May I build a wee, snug little house and live there quietly after you've finished this Disneyland? Oh, what happened to my Patrick? It's gone. I've kind of crossed them all, Goofy and Patrick and everyone. That was horrible. Fine, said Mickey. We'll build you the house. How about one of these? No, lad, no, said Patrick Begorra. I'd like a place out of sight hidden. Golly, I like a place. I can't do it anymore, said Patrick Begorra. I like a place out of sight hidden away, so to speak. All right, said Mickey. Just as you say. So they shook hands on it. The bargain was made. They all flew back to Disneyland's site, and the next morning work began. See, I can't switch. I'm so bad at that part. Every day, Patrick came out to watch. And with every day that passed, it seemed the picture changed. One day, the railway station went up, the entrance to Disneyland. Then, almost in the blink of an eye, Main Street was taking shape. Soon it was time for the last tree to come out, the one with Patrick's home and at its roots. Sorry, Pat, said Mickey. It's gotta go, but we'll find you a good new place. Don't bother, said Patrick. I picked one myself. I can't do Patrick anymore. But he would not say where his new house was. He trundled out his household goods in his wheelbarrow, and all day sat in the barrel's shade. And at night, when everyone had gone home, Patrick wheeled his wee barrel through the shadows of Disneyland to the secret spot he'd picked for his home. So when you visit Disneyland, keep your eyes wide open. Maybe you'll see a wee man in green smoking a clay pipe. Maybe you'll follow him when he goes home and find out where he lives. If you do, you'll be the only one in the world who found Patrick Begorra's home. Cute little story. Actually, True story. In Disneyland, near the Indiana Jones adventure, at the base of a tree, is a little house. That's where Patrick Begora lives. That's really there if you go to Disneyland. You can look up pictures, it's there. It's cute. All right. Thanks a lot, folks. Hope you enjoyed this.